Hello there, and welcome to the Bit of Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm, of course, George. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. And it's sort of a thank you, a sort of a goodbye to Luke Bill Ayling. Luke Ayling has left Leeds, of course, today for Middlesbrough. Fellow Championship side Middlesbrough signed him on loan to the end of the season. But it does mean that Luke's contract is up in the summer, so it is the end of his career with Leeds, his 7.5 year career, joined in August 2016. You don't get many players playing this amount of time for one club nowadays. Not really at Leeds United. There's only a few left now. Um, you know, from the sort of Bielsa era, if you like, from the promotion era, from that time, from our time in the Premier League. Bill has seen it all really, and came for £200,000, which is an absolute steal for what was he then? He was what 20? Was he 25, 26 at that point? And it had been he'd been about a bit at that point. Signed from Bristol City, of course. Been on loan from at Yeovil beforehand, and yeah, 200 grand we signed him for. Made his debut a couple of days later, wasn't it, at Ellen Road against Birmingham City. We did lose that game, but he was he's a solid player, wasn't he? Solid, um, for Leeds all the way up until the end, really. Um, Although I do think it did go downhill for him slightly in the last couple of years. But yeah, debut at home against Birmingham. Had to wait a couple of years, didn't he, before he scored his first goal. And I was at that game actually, 2-0 at home against Rotherham. Scrappy, messy goal, wasn't it, from a corner kick? But he got it in there, and that was his first of 11. And from then on, obviously, at first was a bit scrappy, but after that, he tended to score real, nice goals, didn't he? The comment below, what was your favourite? I think my favourite one was that one at Old Trafford, although it uh, came down to losing the game 5-1 on opening day. It was actually my birthday that day. Um, yeah, we got hammered, but he brought it back to one each, and what a goal that was. A great hit. At that time, it was opening day. It was obviously we had a poor season, but all to play for on that day. First goal of the season, bang. How do you like that? Yeah, quality all round. I think it is the best, the best times for him to go really, and he's had a good send off there. They've been very active, Leeds United, in saying goodbye to him. Um, and it's a bit of a shame really when you see where the likes of Mateus Click left last season around this time in January. Didn't get anything like what Bill has got here. Really poorly handled. I thought that compared to this, this is the right way it should have gone. Because fans like to see things like this, and he's given a lot to Leeds through the time that he's been there. He's been through it all really. Promotion, relegation. Hasn't played much this season, but I think we all know now he's not at the level he was. But at the time, he's been fantastic. He's been fantastic. You know, that promotion season in particular, I think he was probably up there with the players of the season. Really, I thought he was absolutely excellent. At right back, up and down. I mean, Bielsa. I mean, he said in his letter, didn't he, on social media today? Um, how thankful and how grateful he was to Bielsa and his staff. Um, for what they did for him and for his family, and yeah, got a couple of kids, haven't he? I think I'd say they're probably both born in Leeds, weren't they? So, or in Yorkshire at least. and he's obviously taken to it, like Coop said. He just he just got it. I think, and he did. He got it, and I don't think I don't think we'll get many players like that um, again. I honestly, I don't really. Maybe, maybe, maybe Fark can install what Bielsa did into the team, into the club. Hopefully, he can. But for me, this is kind of like, I know there's a couple of players left from Bielsa era and all that, but for me, yeah, it's sort of it's it's sad to see him go. It's sad to see him go because you know I think not only himself would have enjoyed himself at Leeds and been through a lot in his life, but you think about what's happened in your own life, and these lads are still there. They're still playing for Leeds. They're still there. They're still in the team sheet every week when you have a look or you go. And the boys are still there. Still doing the best for our team, and yeah, it's sad, and can take us home and Ellen Smith on, you know what I mean, and look through the pictures of him in the kit and stuff, and yeah, it's sad, and see Cooper at the end, that little video of him after he's done his best moments at Leeds and all that kind of stuff, and it had the feel of a group of lads that just wanted to do the best for each other, and Bill was a real part of that, in Bielsa era. He was decent before that, but Bielsa just took his game to a whole new level, and he competed in the Premier League, and he was captained us at Anfield on our return to the Premier League, and he said that was his favourite game, didn't he? And why not? Like he said, he'd worked all his career to get into the Premier League, and then he was there. Such a shame it was that first season, obviously, without any fans, but that's the way it went, and he was fantastic in that season. To be fair, I think he was maybe even knocking on the door for England. At one stage in that season, he was that good. But yeah, like I said, it has declined over the last couple of seasons, and I do think potentially the club were probably wrong to offer him a new contract. I think it was more sentimental than anything else, and he hasn't played much this season, has he? I mean, I think Sunday said it all. We're down a right back, aren't we? Really, and Archie's playing in the middle, obviously. And he picked Shackleton instead of Ayling. Obviously, gave him the token to clap, to go and see the fans after the game. But that's the only reason why I did it, wasn't it? We were well away in that cup match, and it was a good time to bring him on. Really, it was a shame it wasn't at Ellen Road, really, but what can you do? You can't wait all the time, can you? I mean, maybe if it was me, I'd have. I don't know. Is it? I think the Preston game. I mean, we need to get back Preston, don't we? But I think it's Preston game next Saturday, week on Saturday. I think they're inviting him back or something. But couldn't you just wait a couple of? Couldn't you just wait a couple of weeks and then off he goes to Boro. Send him off at Ellen Road. I don't know. But yeah, Bill's gone. Bill's gone to Boro. Leave me your comments there below and your feelings on on Luke Ayling and your favourite moments and what you'll take away from his time at Leeds, because I'm sure he will take a hell of a lot from his time with the club. 7.5 years, like I said, it's unheard of, really. 268 appearances in a Leeds United shirt. Probably should have been a lot more, really. Only Liam Cooper has more than him in the current squad, although Stuart Dallas is only two behind him. But whether he Whether he gets to that, I don't know. He hasn't played for a long, long time, and he'll struggle to get back from injury, I think. But hopefully he does, because I don't think he'll be far off as well from leaving. To be fair, let's wait and see though. But yeah, yeah, sobering day, really sobering, that news really, and I think everybody will miss him being at Leeds. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Luke Ayling for his efforts in a Leeds United shirt. We'll see you at Boro, although I don't think he'll be able to play because he is still on loan from us technically. There you go. Thanks a lot for watching, marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.